Hello, my name is Reese from the Eastern Suburbs School of Music, today teaching you how to play the split ends track Message to My Girl on the bass guitar. There's a few different things to learn for this tune, a couple of verse parts, a chorus section, there's a pre-chorus and also an extended pre-chorus at the end of the song to focus on. So let's break down section by section what you're going to need to know to play this track. So in the intro and the verse, we've got this riff. And the bass player Nigel does some slight variations with that, but let me teach you how to play that particular riff. So we're starting on C sharp, which is the 4th fret of the 3rd string. So up from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 3rd string, 4th fret, C sharp. Being played 3 times. 1, then we have this run. We will move up to 4th fret of the top string, so directly above. And then moving 2nd, 3rd, and 4th frets back onto your 3rd string. As the first half of this riff that we use in the intro and the verse. C sharp, 2 C sharps to add following that riff, a hammer-on, and if you haven't done hammer-ons before, just click to my video. A little tab appearing above me now will take you to my lesson on how to do those properly, that particular technique. I'm on 2nd fret of 2nd string and pushing into 3rd fret on the same string, and then returning back to that C sharp, our root note or our chord root note for this section. And then to finish out the riff, all you need to do is play 2nd fret of 3rd string, a B note, 2nd fret, and then back to the 4th fret of the top string. So that is the most common way that Nigel plays this riff, very kind of soul or Motown influenced almost. And then repeats that. Ways that he'll vary it, he'll leave out the hammer-on, so listen for that, especially at the start of the verse, he's leaving out that hammer-on. Or instead of doing the 3 frets in a row, which we call a chromatic run, he'll move back to the top string, 4th fret top string, which is G sharp or A flat, to the B 2nd fret, but then back to the G sharp, 4, 2, 4 in terms of fret numbers. So that's one way you can vary it. It doesn't have to be exactly as the recording, as long as you're capturing the groove and the essence of the line. And I'll play that a few times now. So I left out the hammer-on. And then the alternate. So that is 1/2 of the verse right there. The second half, we're mostly playing on this very top string, going to 6th fret for an A sharp or a B flat, whichever you're more comfortable with labeling it, and going B flat, A flat, back to A, back to B flat, to B. So if I call out fret numbers now for this section, top string, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 6th fret of the 3rd string, which we label an A flat or a D sharp note. From there, you'll return back into the riff. So the whole verse here, going B flat, A flat, A flat, B flat, B, E flat. That is how we will play the verse of Message to My Girl on bass. I recommend pause this video now, take your time putting the two parts together, the riff section and the top string moving by 1 fret at a time section. When you're ready, let's go to the pre-chorus. So the pre-chorus, only 2 notes to focus on at this stage, the 2nd fret of the top string, an F sharp or a G flat, and then moving to 4th fret of the top string, our A flat or G sharp. So we've got the F sharp, and then into your A flat, F sharp, G sharp. You can also include a chromatic note, as you occasionally hear Nigel do in the recording. Why don't I put together the verse and the pre-chorus, and then following that I recommend pause the video, take your time putting it all together. So we've got the verse, going to 6th fret, to the D sharp or E flat, then pre-chorus, and you're now into your chorus. Pause this video, take your time putting that together, and when you're ready, let's move on to the chorus. So the chorus, I'm playing it without some of the passing notes now, just to give you the chord tones that we need. We've got C sharp, F sharp, back to C sharp, up to G sharp, open E, F sharp, and then back to C sharp with that riff. And there is your chorus. Now what Nigel will put in there is just a few passing notes. Once again, concentrating mostly on chromatic movements. It's when you're moving 1 fret at a time is a simple label for it, but it properly is known as playing notes outside of the scale or key that this song is written in. So to put a few of those in, we've got C sharp, and when we move back to F sharp, C sharp, as we've detailed already, 4th fret of your 3rd string. I'll jump straight up and walk back into that F sharp that we want to target by playing frets 4, 3, 2. And once again, that fill that we've used in the verse to move back to C sharp. And instead of a chromatic movement to get to our G sharp that we're going to target next, we can just use our 2nd fret, B. So putting that together, you can slide back nicely to that open E string, walk into the F sharp that you'll hit after, and then C sharps on the end, as we've already detailed. So it's not consistent, he doesn't do it every single time on every single movement, but it's something to know about and what you'll hear in there, and it's consistent with what we heard in the verse as well. The last chorus gets much busier. If you'd like me to do a video on every single fill that you hear in this song, then request it. Leave a comment on this video and I can certainly do a supplement to get every single note. Also, just look at my walkthrough video where I do play almost every single fill that you hear in the song, you might be able to pick up what some of those fills are from there, or use your music theory knowledge. And you can look at the Eastern Suburbs School of Music website for details on how to put together bass lines using some of your music theory. So that is how we play the chorus. I might just play that one more time for you. So we're getting C sharp, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, back to the E, to the F sharp, and then into your C sharp. Write that all down on a piece of paper, those chord tones I called out, and that'll help you remember where to move to next. Pause this video, work on the chorus, and when you're ready, I'm going to take you through the last pre-chorus of the song, as there's some really cool parts to know in that. So the last pre-chorus, we're still using F sharp and G sharp, F sharp, G sharp, but they do it twice this time, as opposed to just once. And they're using a lot of root fifth octave notes. So we get our F sharp, and then moving to the fifth with a hammer on. So the fifth of the chord, not the fifth fret. So F sharp, second fret, top string, 2 into 4 on the next string, and hammering on. And then straight down to our octave note, an F sharp again, just the higher F sharp. And then moving into G sharp, we're at the octave of the G sharp, so F sharp. You can move chromatically or just move straight to it using some of the fills I've already detailed. F sharp. So that hammer on once again, but this time because it's on G sharp, our frets are 4, 6, straight down to the octave of G sharp at 6, and then the G sharp on top string at 4th fret. So the first half of this last pre-chorus. We're then going to use that again, F sharp, but a bit later. And then a fill this time to finish out the pre-chorus. 6 and 4 on your second string. The fifth of the chord is found at 6th fret of your third string. And then returning to the root note, the G sharp on the top string. And then chromatically walking back, 6, 5, 4, the very last thing you hear in this last pre-chorus that nicely takes you back into your chorus. So let me slowly walk through that again, because it's much busier than most parts of the tune. F sharp, hammer to the octave. G sharp part where we've got the higher octave, hammer on octave, low G sharp. And then you're into your chorus. Great bass playing, and making the excitement last right to the very end of the song. Not playing too busy at the start of the song, getting busier towards the end of the song, as every bass player should do. That is now all you need to know to play all the parts of Message to My Girl on the bass guitar. Good luck learning it. If you've got any questions, comments, or even a request for another song, please leave them here on this video. Subscribe to our channel, the Eastern Suburbs School of Music, here on YouTube, and click that thumbs up button. It will help other split ends or Australian classic bassline lovers to discover this video and help this channel out. Good luck learning Message to My Girl on the bass guitar.